Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Coin number 1. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting coins ever minted in the United States, the legendary Washington $quarter from 1776 to 1976. Yes, the bicentennial quarter, a coin that celebrates 200 years of American independence and continues to amaze collectors around the world with its beauty, history, and surprising value. So stay with me till the very end, because you won't believe how much some of these quarters have sold for in today's market. This coin is not just another piece of change, it's a celebration of freedom, pride, and American craftsmanship. The 1776 to 1976 Washington quarter was specially made to honor the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The design on this coin instantly sets it apart. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington, but flip it over and there's something truly special waiting for you: the colonial drummer boy designed by Jack L.H.R., a proud reminder of America's revolutionary spirit. Every detail, from the drummer's stance to the torch of victory, reflects the strength and courage of the American people. Now let's talk about what makes this coin so rare and valuable. Millions of bicentennial quarters were produced in 1975 and 1976, but not all of them are the same. The real treasure lies in certain versions and minting errors that make collectors go wild. Some were struck in 40% silver instead of the usual copper-nickel composition, making them heavier and shinier. Others feature incredible minting mistakes, double dies, off-center strikes, or weak drum details that instantly increase their worth among coin collectors. Imagine finding one with a crisp strike, full luster, and sharp details. These coins can turn into serious moneymakers in today's market. Many collectors don't realize that condition is everything. A 1776 to 1976 Washington quarter that's been in circulation may only be worth its face value, but if you have one in uncirculated or proof condition, the price skyrockets. Especially if it's a silver edition or has a rare error. Some of these rare bicentennial quarters have sold for incredible amounts at auctions. One pristine example sold in California for an unbelievable $5,000, while another error coin sold in Florida for a jaw-dropping $10,000. These are real numbers from real collectors who knew the value of what they had. Now, for all my fellow collectors watching this, here's a little tip that could make your next discovery a fortune. Always check the edge of your coin carefully. If you see a distinct silver shine instead of the usual copper tone, you might be holding a silver bicentennial quarter. Also, inspect every detail on the drummer's design using a magnifying glass. Look for doubled letters or any unusual strike marks. Those tiny imperfections are what turn ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Store your coins in airtight holders to prevent oxidation and always handle them carefully. Fingerprints can affect their grading and value. Collectors around the world are constantly searching for these bicentennial quarters because of their historical importance and the thrill of uncovering a rare variety. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned coin hunter, this is one coin that should never be ignored. The Washington quarter 1776 to 1976 remains one of the most popular and collectible coins in American history, and now, let's talk about the most exciting part: its real market value today. Depending on its condition and rarity, a bicentennial quarter can range anywhere from a few dollars to thousands of dollars in auctions and online marketplaces. A standard silver uncirculated one can bring around $500, while an extremely rare error version has been sold for as high as $10,000 in recent collector auctions. So before you spend that old quarter lying in your drawer, take a closer look. It might just be your lucky find. The Washington quarter 1776 to 1976 is more than just money. It's a piece of American history that continues to shine through time. Treasure it, protect it, and who knows, your next discovery might make headlines too. Thank you for watching, my fellow coin enthusiasts. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins from around the world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you never miss another story from the fascinating world of coins. Keep collecting, keep exploring, and may your next find be your golden discovery. Coin number 2. We're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in American history, the United States of America Washington $quarter from 1965. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but trust me, what you're about to learn will surprise you. I'll tell you about its hidden uniqueness, the rare errors that make it worth serious money, and why collectors around the world are chasing this very coin with passion and excitement. So don't miss even a single second of this video, because what I'm about to reveal could turn your pocket change into pure treasure. The year 1965 was a turning point in US coin history. This was the year America stopped making silver quarters and shifted to a copper-nickel composition due to rising silver prices. That small change created one of the most fascinating mysteries for coin collectors today. Because in that transition period, a few Washington quarters from 1965 were accidentally struck on 90% silver planchets that were left over from 1964. These rare silver 1965 quarters are like hidden jewels. They look similar to regular ones but weigh slightly more and sound different when you tap them. Only a handful of these silver 1965 quarters have ever been found, making them extremely valuable and highly desirable for serious collectors. Now let's talk about the details that make this coin so special. The obverse features the timeless portrait of George Washington, a symbol of American pride and leadership. On the reverse, you'll see the bold and powerful eagle perched with wings spread, representing strength and freedom. It's a design that has stood the test of time and continues to hold a special place in every collector's heart. But what really makes the 1965 Washington quarter stand out are the minting errors that happened during that transition year. Some coins were struck off-center, others had double die impressions where the letters or numbers appear slightly doubled, and a few have unique planchet errors that occurred when the metal didn't fill the die completely. Each of these small minting mistakes adds to the rarity and charm of the coin, turning a simple quarter into a collector's dream. Collectors around the world are constantly on the lookout for this coin because of its history and the thrill of discovering one of those rare silver strikes. If you're lucky enough to find a 1965 quarter with a silver shine or a heavier weight, hold on to it tightly. These coins have sold for unbelievable amounts in auctions and private sales. For example, one 1965 silver quarter in mint state condition was sold in New York for a massive $12,000, and another with a clear double die error was auctioned in Texas for nearly $9,000. Now here's a little tip for my fellow collectors. Always weigh your 1,965 quarters carefully. Regular copper-nickel quarters weigh about 5.67 grams, but a silver quarter will weigh around 6.25 grams. Also, listen to the sound. When you gently drop it on a hard surface, a silver coin gives off a high, ringing tone, while a clad one sounds dull. And most importantly, check the edge of your coin. If you see no copper line and the edge looks completely silver, you might just be holding one of those rare silver planchet quarters that everyone dreams of finding. Every collector knows the thrill of discovering something rare, and the 1965 Washington quarter perfectly captures that feeling. It's not just a piece of metal, it's a piece of history from a time when the US Mint was going through major changes. Finding one of these rare coins in your collection or pocket is like finding a slice of American history preserved in your hand. And now, let's talk about what everyone's waiting for, the real market value of this incredible coin today. Depending on its condition, minting error, and whether it's struck on a silver planchet or not, a 1965 Washington quarter can range from a few $100s to as high as $12,000 in major coin auctions. That's right, this little 25-cent coin has been sold for $12,000 in real collector markets. So my friends, the next time you come across a 1965 quarter, don't ignore it. Take a close look, check its details, its weight, its sound. You might be holding a coin that could make your day truly unforgettable. The Washington quarter from 1965 is a treasure from the past that continues to capture hearts, inspire collectors, and reward those who look closely. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this story and want to discover more hidden treasures from history, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss a single video. Keep your eyes open, keep collecting, and maybe your next coin will be the one that changes everything. Coin number 3. I've got something truly exciting for you, the United States of America rare Washington quarter dollar from 1973. This isn't just an ordinary quarter that you toss into a vending machine. This one has a mystery, a history, and a hidden value that could surprise even the most experienced collectors. So don't blink and don't skip a second, because I'm about to tell you everything that makes this 1973 Washington quarter so special, so unique, and so valuable. Now, let's travel back in time to 1973, a year full of change and progress in America. The Washington quarter had already become a proud symbol of strength and tradition, with George Washington's portrait standing bold on the obverse. The 1973 quarter was minted in large numbers, but like every great treasure, a few of them turned out to be incredibly rare due to their minting mistakes and unique conditions. These rare quarters are the ones that collectors all around the world are desperately trying to find. What makes the 1973 Washington quarter so fascinating is that it was struck during a period when the US Mint was still perfecting its copper-nickel-clad coinage process. That means a few coins came out with special features and rare errors that make them worth a small fortune today. Some were struck slightly off-center, some had doubled letters in the word Liberty or In God We Trust, and a few even had planchet issues where the metal wasn't perfectly blended. These rare varieties have become the true gems in the world of numismatics. Collectors love the 1973 quarter because it carries that classic Washington design with a few hidden surprises. The eagle on the reverse, powerful and proud, represents the spirit of the nation, while the detailed engraving gives it that timeless appeal. Over the years, many of these coins have been lost, damaged, or worn out in circulation, which makes finding one in excellent condition an absolute delight. A shiny, well-preserved 1973 quarter can easily stand out in any collection, but here's where things get even more exciting. Some 1973 quarters have been discovered with minting errors so rare that their value shot up dramatically in auctions. There have been examples of quarters struck on nickel planchets or even on dime-sized blanks, making them unique pieces of American minting history. Imagine holding a coin like that, something no one else in the world might have. Collectors and dealers have seen some amazing sales when it comes to this coin. A perfectly preserved 1973 quarter with a double die error was sold at an auction in California for $4,500. Another one, an off-center strike in top condition, went for $3,000 in a Florida collector's market. These aren't rumors, these are real sales that prove how high the demand for rare 1973 quarters truly is. Now, my dear coin collectors, here's a little tip just for you. When checking your 1973 quarters, always look closely at the letters and the date under good light. Use a magnifying glass if you can. If you notice any doubling, off-center striking, or uneven thickness around the rim, hold on to that coin like gold. And if you find one in mint state condition with all details crisp and clear, store it safely in a protective holder. Never clean your coins, because original luster and patina can make a massive difference in its market value. The 1973 Washington quarter may seem common at first glance, but in the eyes of a true collector, it's a coin filled with mystery and potential. It tells the story of a nation's history, minting precision, and occasional human error, all wrapped up in a single piece of metal. That's what makes this hobby so thrilling. Any coin, even one sitting in your drawer, could turn out to be something extraordinary. And now for the most exciting part, the original market value of this coin today. Depending on its condition and rarity, a 1973 Washington quarter can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to a stunning $4,500 in auctions and collector sales. Yes, you heard that right, a simple 25-cent coin turning into thousands of dollars in real markets. So my friends, before you spend that old 1973 quarter lying around in your change jar, take a second look, it might just be the hidden treasure you've been waiting for. Keep collecting, keep exploring, and never stop looking closely, because the next rare coin discovery could be in your own hands. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video and love discovering the true worth of old coins, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss another rare coin story. Stay passionate, stay curious, and may your next coin find be the one that changes everything. Coin number 4. Where every coin has a secret story, and every discovery could turn into real money. Today we're talking about a true hidden gem that many people overlook, the United States of America rare Washington quarter dollar from 1988D. This coin may seem like just another everyday quarter, but don't be fooled. There's something truly special about this one, and by the end of this video, you'll see why collectors across the world are hunting for it with excitement and passion. So stay with me till the end, because I'll be revealing how rare this coin really is and exactly how much it can be worth in today's market. The Washington quarter from 1988, especially the one with the Denver Mint Mark D, carries a fascinating story from the late 1980s, a time when the US Mint was producing millions of quarters for daily circulation. While most of these coins were spent and forgotten, a few came out of the mint with unique errors and varieties that transformed them from simple change into valuable collectibles. That's what makes the 1988D quarter so thrilling. It hides its value in plain sight. When you take a close look at this coin, you'll see the timeless portrait of George Washington on the obverse side, designed by John Flanagan, representing American strength and honor. Flip it over and the eagle spreads its wings with power and pride, a symbol of freedom that has made this coin design iconic for generations. But not all 1988 D quarters are the same. Some have rare minting mistakes that make collectors' hearts race. There are a few well-known varieties that make this coin truly special. Some 1988 D quarters were struck slightly off-center, giving them an unusual and eye-catching look. Others show doubling on the date or lettering, where the numbers or letters appear faintly repeated due to a minting error. A few even have die cracks, small raised lines caused by pressure in the minting process. Each of these rare features turns an ordinary 1988 D quarter into something collectors would pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars to own. Collectors love this coin not just for its design, but because of the mystery behind how these rare errors happened. During the late 80s, the mint used older dies and sometimes pushed machines to their limits to meet production needs. That led to small mistakes that are now worth big money to anyone lucky enough to find one in their pocket or collection. Now, here's a tip for all my fellow collectors and coin hunters. When you're checking your 1988 D quarters, pay close attention to the mint mark D. Make sure it's clear and correctly positioned. Look at the letters Liberty and In God We Trust for any doubling or faint lines. Also, carefully examine the rim. If you see an off-center strike or uneven edge, that could be your jackpot. And remember, condition is everything. A coin in mint state condition can be worth many times more than one that's been heavily circulated. So always handle your coins gently and store them in protective holders to preserve their shine and detail. The 1988 D Washington quarter continues to grow in demand among collectors because of its beautiful design, historical value, and the thrill of rare finds. Some of these coins have already made their mark in coin auctions across the United States. In one example, a perfect mint state 1988 D quarter with a double die error sold for $3,500 at an auction in Texas. Another off-center error coin fetched $2,000 in California. These real-life sales prove that even a small coin from your pocket can become a big reward if you know what to look for. This coin is a perfect example of why collecting is so exciting. You never know when a simple quarter can turn into something extraordinary. The 1988 D Washington quarter might be small in size, but it carries a story of precision, craftsmanship, and unexpected fortune. Every collector dreams of finding one of these rare varieties, and who knows, you might already have one sitting in your drawer waiting to be discovered. Now let's talk about its real market value today. Depending on its condition, minting error, and preservation, the 1988 D Washington quarter dollar can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to a remarkable $3,500 in auctions and collector sales. Yes, you heard that right, this tiny 25-cent coin has sold for $3,500 in real markets across America. So my friends, before you spend that 1988 quarter, take a closer look. It might just be your lucky treasure. The world of coins is full of surprises, and every small discovery adds another chapter to your collector's journey. Thank you so much for watching and sharing your passion for coins with me today. If you enjoyed this video and love exploring the hidden treasures of US coinage, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another exciting discovery. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and maybe the next coin you find will be the one that changes your life forever. Coin number 5. We're diving deep into one of America's hidden treasures, the United States of America rare Washington quarter dollar from 1971. This isn't just another quarter you find in your pocket change. This coin has secrets, unique errors, and stories that have made collectors go absolutely crazy for it. So stay with me till the very end because I'm going to reveal everything about its rarity, its special features, and the unbelievable value it can bring today. The Washington quarter from 1971 is one of those coins that perfectly blends American history with the thrill of collecting. It was minted at a time when the U.S. Mint was still perfecting the new copper-nickel plaid composition that replaced the silver coins of earlier years. Because of this change, several minting issues and small variations occurred during the production process, and those are exactly the details that make some 1971 quarters incredibly rare and worth a fortune today. When you take a close look at the 1971 quarter, you'll instantly notice the bold and elegant design of George Washington's portrait on the obverse side, symbolizing the strength and determination of the American spirit. On the reverse side, you'll see the powerful eagle with its wings stretched wide, representing freedom and courage. But here's where things get really exciting. Some of these coins came out of the mint with fascinating errors that transformed them into collectible masterpieces. Some 1971 quarters were struck slightly off-center, which means the design is not perfectly aligned on the coin. These are highly collectible and sought after by error hunters. Others feature double die errors, where letters or numbers like Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date show faint doubling due to a die misalignment. A few even have clipped planchets or die cracks, which are small imperfections created during the minting process. These are the tiny details that turn a simple coin into a piece of treasure for collectors. Collectors across the United States and even around the world are constantly on the lookout for these unique 1971 quarters. Many of them have been found accidentally in pocket change, in old jars, or in inherited coin collections, and every time one of these rare pieces is discovered, it becomes a thrilling moment in the collector's world. Because not only do they hold historical importance, they also hold serious market value when they're in pristine or uncirculated condition. Now here's something every collector should remember: condition and details matter the most. If you happen to find a 1971 quarter that looks clean, shiny, and sharp, with full details on George Washington's face and the eagle's wings, don't spend it. Coins in mint state condition or proof-like finish are worth far more than circulated ones. Use a magnifying glass and inspect your coin carefully. Look for doubling on the date or letters, or signs of off-center striking. If you find any of these characteristics, you could be holding something that collectors will pay big money for. The demand for these coins is constantly growing. Whether it's an error coin, a proof version, or one in near-perfect condition, the 1971 Washington quarter continues to attract the attention of serious collectors and investors. Many have been sold in well-known coin markets and auctions for outstanding prices, and those numbers keep climbing as more people discover the beauty and significance of this coin. In one famous auction in Chicago, a near-perfect mint-state 1971 Washington quarter with a double die error sold for an incredible $6,500. Another off-center error version fetched around $4,000 in a private collector's sale in New York. These examples show that the right coin in the right condition can bring unbelievable rewards for those who know what to look for. And here's my personal tip for all you passionate coin collectors: always check the edge of your 1971 quarter carefully. If the ridges are perfectly formed and the edge color looks even, that's a good sign. But if you notice any strange color tone, thickness difference, or slight cut, you may have stumbled upon an error coin worth examining closely. Keep your coins in protective sleeves, never clean them, and if you believe you found something truly rare, consider getting it graded by a professional. It can greatly increase its value and trustworthiness in the market. The Washington quarter from 1971 is a beautiful reminder that even ordinary coins can hold extraordinary stories. It represents a moment in American minting history where changes led to accidental masterpieces that collectors today treasure with pride. Every coin hunter dreams of finding one of these rare pieces, and maybe your next discovery could be the one that changes everything. Now let's talk about its original market value today. Depending on its condition, rarity, and the type of error, a 1971 Washington quarter can sell anywhere from a few $100s to a jaw-dropping $6,500 in auctions and collector markets across the United States. Yes, that's right, this small 25-cent coin has brought thousands of dollars to lucky collectors who spotted its hidden secrets. So my friends, before you spend that 1971 quarter or let it slip away, take a careful look. Because that little coin in your hand might just be your ticket to a rare and valuable discovery. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. If you love learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next story about coins that could be worth a fortune. Keep collecting, keep hunting, and remember, every coin has a story waiting to be discovered.